What's up, YouTube? Your girl is wrecked. This reading is a weird one. If you've never been here before, hi, all that stuff. I'll get into that later. Anyways, just a short little blurb about this reading. I started channeling and reading about a couple hours before the Scorpio lunar eclipse that we had the other day. I read all the way through the eclipse, and then a few hours after the eclipse, I am a 13-degree Scorpio moon, and that is the degree that the eclipse was happening on. So I got real inspired, and you guys all have super long, hour-long readings. Please watch for all of your placements, because I put a lot of time and effort into these things. And just a warning, there's a very long intro before each sign's reading gets started. It will be the same on every sign, so you don't need to watch it multiple times, but please watch it one time, please, for several reasons. Mostly because I get into the Sabian symbols involved for the degrees of this eclipse. I also get into the astrology behind the eclipse. I also talk about the Scorpio Taurus nodes series of eclipses that this energy deals with. I also go through all 13 decks that I used in this reading, and yes, 13, that is correct. So watch it one time, all right? And then I'll put timestamps so you can skip it all the other times, because I know it's a lot. Anyways, please watch these. They're very important. And if you guys want to book a reading just like this one you're about to see for yourself, email me with the title Scorpio Eclipse Reading at ASouthernStrega@gmail.com. That's also in the description box. And I will be offering those for $50, all right? And that is like $25 off my normal hourly price, because these will be an hour long at least for each sign, okay? Love you guys so much. All right, let's get started with your reading. Oh, hey y'all, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, or if you have been here before, either way, you're in for a huge treat today. I am doing probably the longest and most important free reading I've ever done in the history of me reading tarot today. In honor of the crazy Scorpio lunar eclipse that we just had here. It's going on right now. I started these readings midnight, the night of the eclipse. I'm planning on doing them all through the witching hour and up until sunrise, all right? This is going to be an intense reading. I have 13 decks to celebrate the Scorpio energy of the death card, number 13, all right? A lot of them are oracles, and there are also 5 tarot decks, okay? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. 5 tarot decks, 8 oracle decks, okay? If you don't want to hear my intro, there will be timestamps in the description box below where you can skip straight to your signs reading. I'm going to do a free extended on Southern Strega Studies, my other channel, so make sure that you are subscribed over there. I will provide that link in the description box below to that free extended. During that extended, I will give you the book reading, all right? See, because I've got all these oracle cards and these big information in here. This is all going to be intuitive today on the tarot channel. For the extra info for the book stuff, that will be your free extended. So definitely check that out to get a deeper meaning behind the cards that we pull today. So here is the order of how things are going to go. First, I'm going to show you all 13 decks that I have and the purpose of these decks and why I chose them. There's a method to my madness, all right? I'm going to give you a brief rundown of the Sabian symbols that I feel are important to this eclipse. And I am also going to give you a brief little astrological summary of this Taurus Scorpio eclipse node situation that's been going on since, end of 2021. And then after that, I'm going to do your readings, okay? So let's get to it. Let's start by looking at all these decks that I have and why I chose them. The first deck that we are going to be using is the Moonology deck, all right? It is a deck based on the cycles and the phases of the moon, okay? Because it's all just a phase, and this is one, and it's a very intense one, okay? After that, so that's going to determine what kind of phase the universe is seeing that you're in right now. So that's going to be a little general feeler for what's going on with you. After that, I'm going to use the Astrological Oracle to pull you a planetary energy as well as a zodiac energy. Also to gauge the overall general energies around you, working with you or against you right now, or that you might just need to be aware of. It also points to specific zodiac signs that you may or may not be dealing with, all right, or that you need to look out for, okay? After that, I have a deck I have not used yet. This is the only deck on the table that I have yet to use. It's brand new. I literally just did an unboxing for this deck on ASouthernStrega Studies. That link will be in the description box below, as well as links to the other decks that I'm using today that have been unboxed. I will also provide you with links to purchase all of these decks as well. Anyways, the third deck we'll be using is the Seasons of the Witch, the Beltane Oracle, all right? If you've watched my channel before, I have used the Seasons of the Witch Sabian Oracle and the Yule Oracle. I am obsessed with this deck, these decks, these artists, these people. I can't speak enough. So I'm excited to use this deck for the first time for you guys. We're using that one because Beltane is traditionally celebrated on May 1st, May Day, which is just had it, okay? So we are in the energy of Beltane right now. As a sort of short summary of what Beltane energy means, it's Empress energy. It's growing, it's self-care, it is love, it is sex, it is beauty, it is fruition, it's nurture, it's spring into summer energy. It happens right in between spring and summer. So your little seeds have already been planted, and now you have to be the Empress and tend to them to make sure that they can make it into the summer to thrive. That's the kind of energy we're working with. So I want to take a look at the Beltane Oracle and see what's going on there. All right, with that, since that's the energy that the universe is in right now, we work with the energies, okay? After the Beltane Oracle, we're going to take a look at this beautiful deck, the Universal Folk Oracle. I was born in West Virginia, in Appalachia, and raised in the South. But folk, my deal, all right? I'm using this deck specifically to get ancestral messages from your passed on loved ones. It is a universal folk oracle. The people in this deck are very varied and from all cultures and backgrounds. So I want to get an ancestral message from that. Following the folk oracle, we are going to jump into the Enchanted Map Oracle, okay? I want to pull some cards from here to see kind of what's on the road ahead for you, like where you're heading. And then I'm going to clarify those cards from the Enchanted Map with our next deck, which is the Wild Unknown Tarot. It is a beautiful nature-themed deck. So basically, I use the Unknown Tarot, what you don't see coming, what you don't know yet, to clarify what's up ahead on the path that you don't know what is on yet, okay? After that, I'm going to do what most people call a Celtic cross, but I call it a Slavic because I'm Italian and Slavic mostly, among a lot of other things. And I also kind of give different meanings to my positioning and things the way that I do my Celtic. So I'm going to do you a whole Celtic cross spread because that's what you guys know, but it's my Slavic cross, all right? Using the Santa Muerte Tarot, okay? Because this is a Scorpio eclipse. This is death energy. This is the saint of death, all right? Santa Muerte. We're going to pull the cross with the death cards, and then we're going to clarify it, all right, with the Ostara cards. Ostara is another, witchy season that basically culminates the beginning of spring. So it's death and rebirth. Get it? Scorpio energy. Death, rebirth, death, rebirth. So this is the Ostara Tarot and what it looks like. It is a stunning deck. Beautiful. When we're done doing that, and that's going to take a look at your current energy, your past energy, outside energies, things that are going on in your head, in the forefront and behind the scenes, a predicted final outcome, what's coming in your near future, things that you are hoping and fearing, as well as energy that you have best in your control is what that reading will look at, and I will clarify. Following that, I am going to get a few warning messages from one of my all-time favorite decks, the Hoodoo Tarot. All right, just to get some good advice and warning messages and a little history, because I'm a Gemini Venus and I love to learn. After that, I have my favorite deck of all time, the Edward Gorey Fantod pack, which is a bizarre, macabre deck that is meant to be absolutely ridiculous and just kind of lighthearted, weird Scorpio vibes for you. Okay, so yeah, this is this deck. It's a weird one. And I will read you the weird little messages that go with that. And after that, I'm going to give you all what you want, because everyone, I feel like, comes to my channel for love readings. That's what I'm the best at, but I don't hate doing them, but I want to steer people into more than just love. But you are getting a love reading today as well from the Romantic Tarot. This deck is also beautiful. I am an art reader if you've not been here before, so I use so many decks. I give you lots of different nuanced meanings for the energies, all right? So your love reading will come from the Romantic Tarot. Let's see. That is, yeah. So after that, that was the 11th deck. The 12th deck that I have for you guys, this is a cool one. I don't know if I've used it on the channel or not before, but I do think I did unbox it, so I'll leave you the link for that. It's called the Enchanted Spell Oracle. It's a medieval hedge witch, garden kitchen witch type oracle. It is very nature-based. It talks about plants and herbs. It also uses the Celtic zodiac, which is 13 signs, ironically enough. Scorpio energy there. A lot of the cards will have, those 13 goddesses that represent the 13 signs. They'll give the dates on there. So some of you might get very specific dates to look out for either people born during those dates or things that might be happening during those dates. They also give herbal remedies and like spell work kind of stuff. And I don't want to be like, you're really Harry Potter. No, this is like stuff my mom used to do. Like she would boil cinnamon sticks and orange peels and, bay leaves and things together. And she said it was to make the house smell good, but it was really for luck, abundance, and other things. It's got stuff like that, old school medieval hedge witch magic type stuff to help you manifest, all right, and work with the energies that are best at your disposal. So that is deck number 12, and we're going to close it out with, all right, a oracle card from the Mother Mary Oracle. All right, it is a beautiful, very spiritual deck. It has many emanations of the Virgin Mary and different, virtues that she represents. So I'm just going, and they're very, profound cards and meanings. So I really hope you tune in for the extended and go listen to what the book says, because they almost always bring me to tears. Like literally, like they're so inspiring. And I've been marinating this with a huge chunk of amethyst, because after the reading, I feel like that's going to be a good way to calm it down, is to offer you some comforting advice and kind of direction and a warm hug from Mother Mary. Okay. So hopefully you get a good little spell or, something to do here with the whatever spell oracle, and then Mother Mary will give you a pat on the back. So yeah. Okay. If you guys want to book a personal reading, that info is in the description box below as well. So yeah, that's an overview of all the decks we will be using. So I hope you stay and see this. It's going to be long. I got my cozy blankie, Cancer problems, get a blankie, get, something to drink. It's going to be a minute. All right, that was the decks. Let's go over the astrology type things that are going on right now. Why is this eclipse such a big deal? Why is this such a dramatic one? Why do we care? Why am I putting so much effort into this reading? This is a penultimate eclipse in Scorpio, all right, happening across, the Scorpio Taurus nodes. That's when eclipses happen, all right, is when the moon lines up specifically with one of the nodes, okay? This time it is lining up with the south node that is in Scorpio right now. So, nodes in astrology, your north node and your south node, are karmic, hugely karmic, okay? Your north node is kind of like your North Star. It's pointing you in the direction of your destiny. It's trying to lead you somewhere out of the darkness, all right? It's a guiding energy star. South node is past life karma, where you've come from, who you used to be, all right? Things like that. I am a Leo North Node and a Aquarius South Node. So the fact that I have had tumultuous relationships with, you know, Aquarians my entire life is indicative very much of my past life karma. I must not have been a very easy Aquarian in my past life. All right. So yeah, there's that. Nodes are highly karmic. These nodes are fixed sign nodes, which is even rougher because the fixed signs are the ones that do not bend. All right. There is no give. It's black or white. It's yes or no. It is sugar get off the pot. All right. It is like, you better do something, or you get this violent wake up call from Scorpio energy where death is, you know, exercised somewhere and forcing you to rebirth. Okay. The best advice I can give you astrologically for these is to roll with it and accept these endings with gratitude, because anything that's being removed from you or taken away from you at this point is for your greater good, whether or not you want to believe that or not, because a lot of you are probably going through a really brutal time. Trust me, all right? This is supposed to be a very sobering energy. Scorpio energy does not like fence riders. Scorpio rules the 8th house, all right, which rules death and taxes. The only two things in life that are certain, all right? Death and taxes. That's it. And that's Scorpio. Scorpio does not play, all right? This eclipse is happening, all right, around the 13 to 14 degree of Scorpio. So I suggest all of you take a look at your natal charts and see what, you know, placements you have around 13, 14 degrees Scorpio. I also highly recommend that you look around 3 degrees of Scorpio and Taurus for your north and south node, where the north and south node is currently. See what planets or houses, whatever these things fall in for you, that might guide you in a better direction as to what will be going on for you in a let go sense, okay? These don't have to be bad endings, but they're huge and they're dramatic and they're emotional, and, you know, they're very fixed sign, all right? They're very Leo, Scorpio, Aqua, Taurus. Like, if you know those energies, you understand they don't back down. They don't take a maybe. You have to decide, or it will be decided for you. It's like a parental energy from the universe, and they're smacking you in the face with something like a spoiled teenager, okay? So that kind of gives you a general overview astrologically, all right, about what's going on here. Now, I want to get into the Sabian symbols just very briefly, because if you get your girl on a Sabian symbol tangent, we'll be here until next week, okay? I am still trying to figure out a way to approach the Sabian symbols on my ASouthernStrega Studies channel and start having a discussion about them. But every time I feel like I've got a grasp, I get deeper in and I just keep learning about them. If you don't know what the Sabian symbols are, I do suggest you jump down that wormhole, especially, all right, to identify the degrees that you have planets and important placements in your birth chart, and correlate those with whatever the Sabian symbol is related to your placements, especially your personal planets. So like I said, I'm a 13-degree Scorpio moon, okay? The eclipse is happening on 13 and 14 degrees Scorpio. So we get to talk about my moon sign Sabian symbol today, all right? The symbols for 13 and 14 degrees Scorpio is, 13 is, you know, my sign, which is an inventor performing a laboratory experiment, okay? The one for 14 degrees is telephone lineman working on establishing new connections. All right, so the Sabian mysteries, basically, to sum it up, there was this psychic named Elsie Wheeler. She was disabled. She was a very gifted seer and psychic. She teamed up with Mark, what is his name? Is it Mark Edwin Jones? I can't, his name is escaping me right now. I'm sorry. Anyways, he sat down with all 360 degrees of the birth wheel, okay? So all the degrees of Aries, all of the degrees of Taurus, so on and so forth, and wrote each degree 1 through 360 on, you know, to represent the circle, on an index card, and he shuffled them all up, okay? And then he went somewhere with her in nature, okay? And he would randomly pick up a card, show her the number and the symbol, show her the number and the sign associated with it, like Aries 13. And she would immediately say what she channeled and what popped into her mind, okay? So every single degree in the birth chart has an associated Sabian symbol. And when I got into mine in my chart, let me tell you, it was like startling, some of the ones that I had, like startling, okay? So I do suggest that you research that for yourself. So anyways, all right, what do these Sabian symbols mean? 13 and 14 degrees, this lineman and the telephone connections and the, you know, inventor inventing. Basically, Scorpio energy is hard to grasp, okay? The moon hates being in Scorpio. It's in its fall in Scorpio. It does terrible in Scorpio, okay? Which people like me who are blessed with a Scorpio moon, all right, on the 13th degree of the death card, mind you, which is even more hilarious for me. We tend to, our emotions are our downfall, all right? They can have us act like monsters. They can have us disconnect completely from reality. We have a tendency to be very inward, highly emotional, also highly psychic and intuitive, PS with a Scorpio moon. But it's not a great energy. It's a hard one to work with emotionally. Scorpio likes, like I said, likes black and white, yes or no. Love and emotions are not black and white. They're confusing. They're muddled. They are watery. Scorpio likes order, okay? There's a reason Scorpio doesn't, you know, seem like a water sign. You don't associate a scorpion with water. You don't. And then the more evolved forms of Scorpio, we have, you know, an air sign, basically. We have the eagle or the hawk or whatever you want to call it in the middle transformation. And then the final form of a Scorpio is fire, a phoenix. So Scorpio is like not even, it's like Aquarius. Everyone thinks they're a water sign, but they're not. It's kind of like that with Scorpio. Like, it doesn't make sense why Scorpio would be a water sign, because they seem very blunt and very harsh and very scary and very mean sometimes, all right? At least, you know, not tame ones. But it's just, it is what it is, all right? And that's the energy of the eclipse that we're going through. It's uncomfortable. It feels very foreign. We have a tendency to get lost in these emotions, especially at the 13th degree. An inventor inventing. This is literally, you know, pointing to the idea of somebody who lives their life in pursuit of their dreams and their lofty goals and imagination, all right? Because if you're an inventor, whatever you're inventing hasn't been invented yet. It's only in your brain, all right? Scorpio energy is very internalized. It is 8th house. It is secret. It is hidden, all right? Underworld energy, not for humans, all right? Same with inventors. It's all in their brain. We don't know where these ideas come from, but they have them, and that's that. So that's an indicator of, like, are you going to spend your entire life in pursuit of something that you cannot prove or that might never come to fruition? Like, how much, you know, when does it become a dream and when does it become an obsession? Because Scorpio energy is obsessive in its bad form. And I will be the first one to testify that my Scorpio moon has made me crazy, all right? Crazy in the past. So we have to be very careful. Is this positive magician energy where we're taking that Ace of Wands and manifesting something new and good and positive? Or are we literally, you know, delusional here? All right? There's no room for any kind of delusion here. Everything is going to be very blunt. All right? The best way I can put this energy is blunt. Blunt, like a jailhouse shiv. All right? So there's that. The transition from the 13 to the 14, all right, the telephone man lines, you know, making new connections. You see all these workers that are connecting all these lines to allow all these people to communicate. It wants you to pay very close attention to who you are connecting to, who you are communicating with, how you are communicating. It's also an indicator for humanity as a whole that we're all becoming very much more connected, and we need to make sure that we, you know, take care of those connections and use them for good and not evil. Scorpio likes justice, all right? Scorpio represents the judgment card. It's not just justice, it's judgment. Scorpio is like the, sentencer after the trial. I am a former lawyer. I'm still a lawyer. I'm still in good standing. I still have my license. I'm just not practicing currently. But I really like to explain this in a legal context that, the fool is basically on trial from the time he's, born until the judgment card in the world. His final outcome is determined after judgment. So Scorpio is the judgment card. That is a Scorpio card because Scorpio, it's death or life. They're going to live or they're going to die, basically. Figure it out. This is what this is. It's sink or swim energy. All right, is what I was getting with this. So I also wanted to discuss the Sabian symbols for the North and South node during this eclipse season. They are both at 3 degrees. One is Scorpio, South node, and one is Taurus, North node, okay? The South node for Scorpio, 3 degrees, is neighbors helping in a house raising. And then for Taurus, North node, it is natural steps leading to a field of clovers, okay? This, to me, the North and the South node here, the South node is, like I said, past karma. This is, people coming together as a community and helping a house raising, okay? House raising is when the community would literally get together for either a newlywed couple or a new member in the tribe or something like that. And they would all pull together their resources, their energy and everything to help these people get a house together, like build them a little house so they had somewhere to be. It was a sign of being welcomed into the tribe. It was a sign of community. It was, using your energy to collaborate with your community and to do great things to, further your community and, continue life on earth, like as a human in a society. Okay. So that's where we're coming from, a place of doing the right thing and trying to advance society and be part of it and help it along and be kind. And then we have this energy of like, if we were doing this in the past, if we were being community oriented and, being a team player, then North Node, our destiny, where we're heading, where we're supposed to be going towards, is these natural steps with the field of clovers. The fact that it's natural steps means that you don't have to build the steps, you don't have to work for them, that the universe literally just laid out a path for you to this field filled with luck, all right? Clovers are associated with luck and, money and gold and treasure and leprechauns and good luck, all right? So that's what that is. So you really need to be taking a look at how you've been acting in the past, how you've been treating your neighbors, your friends, your relationships, what kind of connections you're making. Are they positive? Are they going to advance your community? Would these people show up to help you build a house? Would they welcome you into their community? Really be looking at these things, because if these energies are not cooperative, if you're not being cooperative, if the people around you are not, like, they will be removed. This is judgment time coming in, okay? So that was a Sabian overview. Last thing about the astrology and why I feel like this is such an important reading is this cycle with this eclipse here. It started back in I want to say November 2021 when the Taurus, Scorpio nodes shifted and we started having eclipses on those nodes. That's when everything kind of started popping off with this. We had 2 major blood moon eclipses in rapid succession, like very close to each other. One was on May 15th, 2022. So almost a year ago to the day of this eclipse now. And then we had another one, November 8th, 2022, blood moon also. 2 blood moons. That was in Scorpio season, okay? And then we've got this one today on 5/5. And then we have another one, which is a partial October 28th of this year. That's on the Taurus moon and the Scorpio sun. And then the next blood moon, all right, is not until March 13th of 2025. So to me, and what I feel with my Scorpio moon, with this energy, is that kind of whatever you started off in mid 2021, all right, that is going to play out, or you're going to be reaping what you sow with that until, 2025, basically. So really, we're right in the middle of this energy, which is why this eclipse is so important. It's the turning point. Judgment is where we're at now. The next step is the world. The world is final. Judgment can go either way. Okay? So you're on trial right now. You've presented all of your evidence. So there's no time to like suck up or anything like that. It's like, you better have learned your lessons and you better make your decisions now. Okay? Because, that verdict is getting handed down. And we're going to, see whether or not you're going to get a good one or not. So that's why this is so important. Okay? Choices. It's all about choices. All right. So that covers all of my... Jesus, that was a 30-minute intro, y'all. I am going to be so tired tomorrow. But I am like geeked on this energy. Like I am, first of all, it's Mercury retrograde. So that's another reason why this eclipse is crazy. I was born during Mercury retrograde. Okay. I have a 13-degree Scorpio moon, which is where this is all going down at. And I don't know. I just get like, I'm a Cancer sun. So the moon literally rules me. So I'm here for it. I'm into it. I love moon energy. Even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night. I don't like to plug Kanye because he's like, I think he's suffering from mental health. I'm not going to knock the guy. He's talented as all get out. But that song, Praise God, all right? God, what are the lyrics to that? We gonna praise our way out the gray, dark living, hopping out the graveyard, coming back to life. Oh, he's talking about we're just gonna be thankful, all right, for this death. He's talking about praying your way and praising your way out of the depths of despair, coming out of the graveyard back to life, and being thankful for learning the harsh lesson of death and rebirth. Okay? It's a theme in all the religions. It's a Christ-like theme. So anyone on here saying I'm some Satanist can just suck it, first of all. Anyways, all right. Let's see. What order do I want to go in? I don't know. So I'm going to use my trusty little jar here that has all the zodiac signs mixed up in it. So I'm just going to let the universe tell me who needs to go first today. All right, who's first today? Who do we volunteer as tribute? I have no idea how these readings are going to go or how long this video is going to be. It'll probably take 2 days to upload, but whatever. Who's first? Whew. Capricorn. A little devil energy. Let's start with the devil. Deal with that devil. Everyone gives devil energy a bad rap, but you have to have the devil to have the angel. So the devil is necessary. Whew. Whoosah. All right, let's go, Capricorn. I've been so excited to do this reading. It took me so long to curate these decks, and I really, really want y'all to watch these videos. So please recommend them to a friend, do all that good stuff. Here we go. Moonology is first. All right. Tell me what phase is Capricorn in right now? Or what phases do they need to be aware of going forward? What is Capricorn's phase currently? I have the cycles of the moon I'm in my bedroom. This is where I do my readings at. But above my bed, I have the moon phases there, and I stare at it when I'm shuffling, and I always think it's all just a phase. It's all just a phase. Also, I channeled for everyone, everything comes in threes, whatever that means. All right, I need one card. I'm only taking one. One card for Capricorn, please. Moon phase for Capricorn. And again, I'm going to go back through after I do all 12 of these, and I'm going to see, what signs pulled the same phases, and I will give you an update on that when I repost these as individual sign videos. Wow, full moon in Aries. A A fiery climax approaches. Coming in hot. I just got, came in like a wrecking ball. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. A fiery climax approaches. Look at that. So basically, look when the full moons in Aries are or were and see what was going on during those times, what you might be able to expect. Aries energy, Aries full energy. We were just talking about in the intro about how we're in judgment right now. After the judgment is the world, after the world is the fool. You got Aries energy. Aries is full energy. A fiery climax is approaching. So you guys are riding in hot, wheels on fire through this eclipse season, and you know, to whatever this ending is. It's going to be feisty though, all right? You're starting with fire energy and you're getting a fresh start, okay? Just know that if you do feel like you are headed for disaster right now, I just keep getting this image airplane like going down in flames. We're going down, down, and around, and sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be your number one with a bullet. A loaded got complex, got getting bullet. Yeah, sugar, we're going down. Is that Fall Out Boy? I think so. I'm so emo, y'all. Blame my Scorpio moon, I'm sorry. Anyways, fiery climax is approaching. Look at this ram in the middle of this. It's like freight train energy. You can't stop this if you tried. Fire energy, when it starts burning out of control, good luck putting it out. It'll torch the whole forest. This is a clearing for you, a reaping for you. Full moon energy is about letting go. It's about release. It's about, you know, the good news is you're working with the energy here. You are coming to a climax with something. You are, you know, reaching the end. I urge you, caution, you know, the ram is very much like the Capricorn goat, the devil horns, all these things here. It looks like your energy, okay? This is you like bull in a china shop energy, like wrecking shop. Some of you are literally just going to like burn it down. I just remembered Office Space. I just got that channeled into my head. He's like, where's my stapler? Has anyone seen my stapler? He's like, I'm going to burn the building down. And like everyone ignores this dude and then he does burn the building down. This is you guys. It's like some Jerry Maguire stuff. Like, who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Like, it's that energy. Like, you're just going to go and like, someone's going to push you to your breaking point. And that is not something you want to do with devil energy, with Cap energy. Y'all are all business. All right. And when someone crosses you, you're all business and you will bull in a china shop it. Okay. So just be wary of that. Sometimes that is necessary. It's a necessary evil sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it'll get you in a lot of trouble. So just be wary. All right. So there's your first card. All right. Let's get your zodiac and planetary energies now. And please make sure you go watch the extended because I will read you what the book said about this card. And it's a lot more than what I just told you. I only do my intuitive stuff on this channel. I don't recite anyone else's take. This is all me. Why am I shuffling these tiny little cards like this? There's only a few. Show me the planetary planetary energy for Capricorn. It's funny you guys got picked because you and Cancer and Leo were the, you know, lone stragglers that didn't get a live reading the past 2 days because I had to cut the last live short before I got to y'all because AJ had a fever and was with my mom and I had to go get him. Give me the planetary energy. But I did post your how are they feeling about you video, so make sure you check that out. Planetary energy for Cap. We need to be aware of. It's gonna be me. All that I do. Why am I getting in sync in my head? Because it's gonna be May. Oh my God. Caps, give it to me. There it is. You. Who are you? Scorpio in the reverse. Oh, this is zodiac ones. I thought I had planets. Maybe not. No. All right. Scorpio in reverse. That's not good for the Scorpio eclipse, all right? You want to be working with the energies, not fighting against it. Maybe that's why you're going to end up with a fiery climax. Give me the planetary energies. Let's go. Also, this is Scorpio is ruled by, you know, Mars and by, oh my God, what is going on here? Pluto. Look where, oh my God, look where Pluto is in your chart. I said that, and look what came out. Mars, Aries energy, fiery climax. Y'all aren't playing. Pluto. Oh my God, I summoned it. I summoned it. Y'all, I'm getting crazy with this. All right. You've got Scorpio energy in the reverse and Mars. Okay. Mars rules Scorpio. Everyone argues about it. All right. Mars and Pluto both, to me, rule Scorpio. They do. This is literally fighting against an ending. This is trying to breathe life into something that is dead, trying to resurrect something that is long expired. This is fighting against change. All right. I've been warning y'all. All right. If you are fighting against change at this time, no matter how uncomfortable it is, it'll get more uncomfortable. And Capricorns, you guys like to be in control because you guys handle your business. All right. You guys don't like being dependent on other people. You guys like to be the provider and to be the stable one and the successful one. If there's a position that you get put in where you're not able to function in that way, I see you fighting against it, all right? And not allowing yourself to be weak, all right? You need to allow that or you will fiery climax, all right? This could be good fireworks or, forest fire energy. Heavy Aries showing up for you, because you had the full moon in Aries with Mars, which is Aries, and heavy Scorpio for you, all right? Judgment energy, Emperor energy, Fool energy. Are you going to be the Fool or the Emperor? Are you going to take control of the situation, or are you going to act like you don't, like you're new, all right? What are you going to do? All right, that was your zodiac energies. All right, let's get into this Beltane Oracle, okay? I was going to do like a 4-card spread, but we'll be here like all night. I'm going to give 1 card for all signs. I will do a different reading with these at some point. What is the current energy, all right, for this springy summer season here that is most, important for Capricorn to be aware of right now? This could either be energy that's working for you or against you, but it's the, universe's little energy going on right now that you just have to deal with, okay? Give me 1 card for Capricorn, please. You guys are the first ones that get to use these cards. The goat, it's you. Y'all have horns, claws. This is rough. Number 13, Scorpio energy, death energy. It says, fearless I am in the path I choose, for I've never been led astray, always finding my way. This is what I was talking about, having to let go of control. That is not something y'all thrive at. You guys are the bosses, all right? You are. So this is saying you have to be fearless on whatever path it is. I can't wait to get to your map to see where your road is going or your path. You can't fear uncomfortableness right now. Scorpio energy is meant to make you uncomfortable. It deals with things that make people squirm, that they don't like to talk openly about, like sex and death and taxes and other people's money, all right? And, the underworld and the unseen and things like that. It's an uncomfortable conversation with Scorpio. It's not for me, obviously. Scorpio moon. Hey, I love it. Literally, it's my emotional, I love it. Anyways, this is telling you, you've never been led astray, okay? You've made it this far. Your guides, even though a lot of you are literally riding in like with the wheels falling off here on fire on your last leg with like your, car taped together with Bondo and duct tape, but you're there. You made it. You're still alive, all right? They've not failed you yet. You're still here. Stop doubting the path. Stop fighting it. Y'all like the horns. Y'all don't like to be told what to do. Y'all also do not like to feel weak. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be brought to your knees about something. Either emotionally or literally like some kind of a conflict. All right. All right. Again, check out the extended for what the book says about this, because it's way more in depth than that. Way more. Their book is very lengthy. Next up, we have the Universal Folk Oracle. Try to get a little ancestral message, words of encouragement from your passed on loved ones, or possible warning. Who knows? This deck has both. So let's see what you guys have, Cap. And then we're going to jump into what is coming up on your path. Capricorn's ancestors want to say to them right now. Okay. Duality, Gemini energy. Duality, self-awareness, observe, and release. This is you having to walk in someone else's shoes. It's having, to see the other side of the coin. Gemini is the Lover's card. You guys are the Devil card. That's the same card. Same card. Same set of lovers. There's a devil standing behind one. There's an angel standing behind the other. But it's the same card. You need to walk the other side now. All right? The Lover's side. Making a more, empathetic choice, not all business like the devil would. Being very self-aware, all right, of what you are, doing here. Also, that's a 23, that number 23, that's a 5, all right, when you break it down, that is conflict. 5 is my least favorite energy in the tarot, all right? And I'll tell you why. Because the 5 is right in the thick of it. All right, it's in the middle of the cycle. It feels very uncomfortable. It feels like an ending. Think about those tarot energies. 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, drama, 5 of Cups, regret, loss, sadness. That 5 energy sucks. This is it. Duality. A lot of you guys, this is going to play out 2 ways because it's duality. Some of you have been riding on a really good hot streak, okay? Going a little too fast, flying too close to the sun like Icarus. And a lot of you have been on a losing streak, all right? And that's about to end. Whatever side of the coin you were on, you're going to have to experience the other one. I just got that Trading Places movie. Is that Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd where they trade places like the rich guy and the poor guy? It's that kind of stuff. It's like being forced to walk in someone else's shoes because there's a reason for it. Okay, that's what that card looks like. It's beautiful. You'll be better off for it, okay? Scorpio energy, like I said, it is black or white. It is duality. It's one or the other. It's not in between, or it's not just one way. Capricorn is, that devil energy sometimes can make you get pushed into, it has to be this way. This is the way that I want it. This is the way it's going to be. That will not work now. You have to be able to consider both options. Like I said, Scorpio is judgment as well. They will weigh all the evidence and listen to both sides of the argument before they decide. This means, you have to be flexible. You have to listen to both sides of everything. All right, Enchanted Map. And then I want to clarify those Enchanted Map cards with the Wild Unknown so that we can kind of just try to get into what's on your path. Yeah, it's Enchanted Map again. I think I want 3 cards from here. And then I'll clarify those with 3 cards apiece. Show me what's coming up on Capricorn's path. What do they need to be aware of? What do they not see coming? Where are they heading? Show me what is coming for Capricorn. Give me 3 cards. 1, 2. Ride the wave. It's not y'all. Y'all are not chill. I'm not just chill like that. All right, here we go. We have Wizard of Awareness, number 3. We have Slow and Steady, number 12. And we have 14, Ride the Wave. That's interesting. You got 12 and 14 and 3. Those are literally like the span of the degrees of this eclipse. First of all, I said a lot of you are coming in hot. Like, you need to slow it down. Fire energy is fast. A lot of you guys need to slow it down before you crash. So I just got Chariot energy, like out of control in reverse. Ride the wave. There will be ups and downs, okay? But you got to take it with a grain of salt. Y'all aren't the ones to just like laugh off things when they, are not going well for you. You guys are the kind to like get in that devil mode and just, burn it down and make it your way if you don't like it. you need to ride these waves. It's just a phase, all right? You need to be flexible. You need to be watery. You need to, you know, tap into that duality that you have with Cancer, all right? You and Cancer are opposite signs, but you guys are like peanut butter and jelly together. Like Cancer, Capricorn relationships are stellar if done right. It's one of the best matches in the zodiac. This is you needing to ride the wave, water emotions, trying to get into like a more nurturing energy and accepting and empathetic motherly energy regarding the things that are going to be going around you, because like Wizard of Awareness shows me 3, you're learning something, you're figuring out your next step. There's gonna be a lot of epiphanies going on for you guys. Fiery climax, Mars energy, and death that you don't see coming, goat energy, trying to fight against things, duality, being forced to see another side. If you welcome the change, I feel like it's not going to be that uncomfortable. If you're aware of what needs to happen here and you don't try to rush through it and just get it over with, you know, take it slow, ride it out, feel it for what it is. A lot of times y'all don't have time for the feelings. It's like too much, but you need to, okay? Because this is going to, you know, help you process whatever is going on. But you guys pulled, because I said the eclipse is happening on 13 to 14 Scorpio, and then the nodes are at 3 degrees of Taurus and Scorpio. You got the 3, and you have 12 and 14, which is, you know, the span basically of the entirety of the eclipse. So you guys in particular will be feeling this extra hard, okay? All right, let me use this Wild Unknown to clarify these real fast. I'm going to do 3 shuffles and 3 cards for each one, okay? So we're going to start with this Wizard of Awareness. This is something you're remembering from a past life. It's like, I feel like in your dream state too, this is a very Piscean energy that I see with your cards. This is you needing to like really go there and disconnect and allow yourself to, you know, daydream it out, get more sleep, more dreams, because it's going to unlock something for you. 2 of Swords. You've been stagnant. Hierophant. Too fixed in your, you know, ideals. 8 of Swords in reverse. This is meant to break you out of that. 7 of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity. They're making you very hyper aware of something, all right, that's been oblivious to you. This might just be like literally an argument or something. It's the dichotomy of you've been on one side of the fence for something for so long that you can't even acknowledge the fact that there might be another side. All right. 2 of Swords energy is being at a standstill and having an impossible choice to make, not understanding what the right thing to do is, not understanding, you know, how to think about this. So you just do nothing. You put on your blindfold and you pretend like there's nothing you can do about it when that's not true. All right. Like I said, Scorpio energy doesn't like indecisiveness. 2 of Swords is indecision. Literally. It's mental, you know, not choosing one thing or the other. The Hierophant is here. That is a spiritual card. Highly spiritual. He's literally your spiritual teacher. Okay. Hierophant energy, though, is also more fixed energy, Taurus energy. Hierophant is like, this is what you were taught. This is how you were raised. That's the way we do things. All right. There is no, you know, higher Sagittarian. Well, there's gray area. No, it's like, this is it. All right. That's the way it's done. That's the way it's always been done. It's about tradition. It's about, you know, rules and order. And something about either something you were taught or some kind of a pattern that you've become very inflexible in. It's almost like a holier than thou attitude. This shakeup or whatever's going on here is meant to make you hyper aware of the fact that you've been too one-sided. And again, take it as it resonates. This could be someone around you. But what happens when you have that epiphany, because look at this Hierophant. I read the arts, in case you've never been here. I'm an art reader. It's like a lightning bolt with this Hierophant. He's carrying this key, all right? Keys unlock the past. Keys, you know, open doors. You can either go backwards or forwards with whatever this is. But this lightning bolt is coming down. It looks like a tower moment for this bird. All right? It's about to hit this metal key and electrocute this bird. So he's going to drop this key. This is like, all of a sudden, it's like you wake up and you're like, everything I taught, well, you know, have been taught was a lie. It's like kind of that kind of an energy. But the purpose of that is 8 of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords and Eight of Swords are like the same card. It's just the more progressed version of it. So it's taking you through some kind of a mental process with Swords energy here, to where they thought you were very inflexible or refusing to, you know, even consider another option with something, to forcing you out of that energy of feeling like there's nothing you can do, or it's like making you take off your blinders. Both of these cards, the Two and the Eight of Swords, have women in blindfolds on them, all right? So the fact that it's reversed for the final one shows me that that blindfold is going to be ripped off of your face if you continue to wear it. This is like being oblivious to something. It's like the energy of somebody who like sees a homeless person on the side of the road and just, you know, walks by and like won't even make eye contact and pretends like they're not even a human or they don't exist. Like that ish ain't gonna fly anymore, okay? All that talk about community and things like that, like we can't keep being desensitized. And I'm not saying you guys are doing that. I'm saying this is an energy, and I'm trying to explain to you how the energy feels. We can't keep being desensitized to things like that, all right? Can't. 1, 2, slow and steady. What's that about? And that's a 12, which breaks down to another 3. 3s are about cooperation and collaboration, not being an independent. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse because last time you rushed it. Fiery climax is coming because you rushed something, or you're trying to make something go too fast. Now you have the King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, wrecking energy. And Judgment in reverse. Kid God, I've been saying we're in judgment right now. If you don't slow down, if you do not hit the brakes on something right now, it is a disaster. And I mean karmically, big time. Okay? Also, this, I read art, and here's this, you know, slow and steady person creeping backwards to this old man energy. This is digressing, all right? It's instead of becoming more enlightened, it's becoming more set in your ways and closed off to new things, all right? So there's a need to open up to those new things. You take it slow if it's uncomfortable, okay? They don't want you to do this again. A lot of you, literally, I just got the, just like, be careful driving your cars and speeding and just anything. It's an accident-prone energy that I feel. You really got to slow down, all right? I don't know what y'all are doing. Ride the waves. Some of you are doing some unhealthy stuff to deal with emotions, you know, to like numb feelings or something like that, like over-medicating or overeating or something like that. You can't get rid of the feelings unless you just process them. You try to numb them all you want. They'll come right back up. I don't know if that was 2 or 3, but I need another one. Ride this wave. 14, 5 energy. 1 and 4, 5. Again, least favorite energy. There's the Page of Wands in the reverse. The 3 of Wands. Got a lot of fire. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Hangman. Hangman, that's like the bottom of this reading, is you have to see things from the other side. You have to look at this differently. You can't be angry about things that are being taken from you, or you have to look at things like blessings instead of curses. This, you know, ride the wave, 3 of Wands, you're due a reward. 3 of Wands is when your ships come in, all right? When you've, you know, exercised all of your options and you've finally chose one, you've put your foot in the water and you're ready to go adventure. Here comes your ship to pick you up and take you to an adventure. The adventure that you're going on, though, looks very unstable and ungrounded. A lot of you guys are having a hard time trying to pin down what your passion is. That's going to fade. Don't feel like pressured into choosing something. A lot of you guys are feeling this, you know, need to move and move quickly. 3 of Wands is about travel. All right? You've got these dolphins here that are together in a pair and they're riding this wave together. They're just chilling. They're not trying to get anywhere specific. They're just going with the flow of the ocean and doing what nature gives, you know, riding with what nature gives them. This is, I feel like you wanting to, you know, create your own path, or you want to take a different road. Just be really careful about that, all right? That usually doesn't end well when you fight against the natural flow of things. You know it's time to move. You don't really know where. None of this feels stable to you, so you're not excited about it. Page of Wands in reverse. You're almost angry about it. You don't want these changes, a lot of you. All right, so there's that. Now let's get into the real meaty portion of this reading. My God, it's already 30 minutes. This is insane. All right, this is your Celtic. I'm giving 13 shuffles, and then we'll clarify. 1, Santa Muerte Tarot for this. 2, 3, 4, 5. I better speed it up. We're going to be here for weeks. 6. I just told everyone to slow down, and now I'm like, hurry up. 7. 8. 'Jimmery, Jimmery. Is that Mary Poppins? I'm about to lose count. Doesn't matter. It's all supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. I believe this is 12. I don't know. That's it, though. That's the one. That's one I messed up on. Yep. All right, Cap. Let's look at your Celtic/Slavic. Middle of everything. The Chariot in reverse. God, I called that out. What did I say? I said I felt Chariot in reverse. It's in the center of your reading. This is literally check yourself before you wreck yourself. You're jumping into something too quickly. You're not protecting yourself. You're opening yourself up to harm. You're going to ride it till the wheels fall off, and it will happen, all right? The Chariot energy is about, the Chariot is what protects the gladiator when he goes into war. It's not just a vehicle to get you from place to place, but it's also armor, all right? Double armor. Cancer's extra careful. They have their crab shell armor, and then they also have the armor of the Chariot. This is taking double precautions like a mother would. Treat yourself like your own child, okay? Crossing you right now, the world. Endings, fighting them, not wanting them to advance. In the heart of everything, the Chariot is about movement. You have that in the reverse. You don't want movement. You don't want to go forward with this. A lot of you guys are blocking your own victories. The Chariot is about winning and victories and being victorious. Some of you are fighting against that. Also, a lot of you felt like you've lost hope. All right, and also you're pulling 2 major arcana in the middle of your reading. Let's talk about that. All right, here's something, Capricorn. Ace of Cups in the reverse in the past. Emotional rejection, all right, being let down. Now we got the 7 of Cups on our mind. That's why you're wanting to rush out of this, because y'all don't like to feel these feels. Y'all are the opposite of a Cancer. You're the opposite side of a Cancer. Cancer is the one that has all the feels and feels all the feels. That's their wheelhouse, is feeling. You, that's icky, all right, for a lot of you. Your feelings were hurt in the past, all right? And this is confusing you because you don't like that and you don't want to know what that feels like, and that you want that out of your head. You're not thinking clearly right now, and the reason you're moving too fast and trying to get somewhere too quickly and, not doing things by the book or taking it slow are because you want these feelings to stop. This is your headspace up at the top. I wish you could see these cards. This is your headspace up at the top here, all right, with the 7 of Cups energy. What you're thinking about is that it's too much. There's too many feels. What do I do with these? I can't sort this out. 7 of Cups energy is about, delusion. All right, good. I like this. You have the Empress coming up in your near future, and it's upright. The bottom of your reading, the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Fear of commitment, lack of commitment. You got Justice on the bottom of your deck. Jesus. The 4 of Wands, subconsciously, you know that you don't have a solid foundation right now. And if you don't have a solid foundation, you shouldn't be going as fast as you are. All right? Like I said, the wheels will fall off. Chariot's on 4 wheels, 4 of Wands. Like, something's loose, all right? And you know it, all right? This is subconscious energy, though, that you don't want to talk about, that you don't want to acknowledge. The energy that's actively in your brain that you're running with on a daily basis is 7 of Cups. Emotional confusion, delusion. Like, I don't know what to do with this. And you know it in the back of your mind that this is what's creating the instability, but you don't want to talk about that, all right? You guys don't like to admit failure and defeat. That's something that we might need to look at, okay? Empress energy coming towards you in the near future is beautiful. There is not, I told you we are in Beltane right now, which is all about Empress energy. This is either the universe working with you, or you starting to fall in line and realize that you need to take better care of yourself, not burn the candle at both ends, not overdo it. Either way, I love seeing this. This is great. Energy that's in your control is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Let go of your control issues. Stop being so possessive. All right. You don't have to get your way with things. It's telling you to be, not as fixed. It's Taurus energy, more fixed energy. It wants you to be more wavy. All right. Ride the waves. Outside energy affecting you right now is the Six of Wands in the reverse. Either somebody that feels like they're not getting their, props and their attention, or somebody who doesn't respect you. They don't see your worth. They don't see your value. They don't celebrate you, all right? They don't notice you. This is somebody devaluing you, okay? Or somebody feeling very devalued by you. They can't get your attention, or vice versa, all right? But it's about, why don't you see me, all right, for what I am? Why don't you appreciate me? Why aren't you congratulating me on these things, all right, that I've done? Energy that you fear and hope for the most is the Four of Cups. Weird flex. You guys got all this water energy showing up for you. Like, you remember this hurt from the past. The Four of Cups is like when somebody's trying to hand this brokenhearted person a new Ace of Cups to get them through their sad situation and move them on to the next love and experience and emotion. You want that, all right? You do want a new emotional start, but at the same time, that is the most terrifying thing ever, because then you feel like you're going to start right back over with this rejection, get right back into the Seven of Cups energy, which, blurs your judgment, skews your vision, wrecks your, mental. So it's something you desperately want, but at the same time, you're terrified of it. Hopes and fears are oftentimes the same thing, okay? Your final outcome, I don't like this. Queen of Cups in the reverse. And you got Justice on the bottom, like I said. I say the energy for the universe right now is judgment time, which it is. Judgment is right around the corner. You have Justice at the bottom of your deck, which shows me you still have time to correct this. You do. Your trial is still going. Your attorney just filed a motion with, the universe to, introduce some new evidence. The new evidence here is you putting yourself first and being an empress, being empathetic, being slow. The empress energy is slow. Think of how long it takes a seed to grow into a fully fruiting plant. That is empress energy, and that is how slow it is. That's what you have to prove to them, that you can let go of control issues, King of Pentacles in reverse, and get into a more intuitive, receptive energy, all right, than a doing energy, an active energy. They want you passive. You guys aren't passive people. You guys are productive people. So this is all very counterintuitive to you. But that's what Scorpio energy is like making you uncomfortable to force you to rebirth into a phoenix type energy, death and rebirth. They're like the military. Scorpio is like the military. That's why Mars rules them. They break you down to build you up. Okay? That's what Spirit is asking of you. All right, let's clarify these. These are all like the death energy. And now let's see what's going to rebirth, all right, with the Ostara. Like, why are we suffering through this? What good is going to come of this? I'm going to do this. What do I want to do for these? I'm going to do 5 shuffles for these to represent Taurus and the Emperor, or the Hierophant, I'm sorry. Because that's where the North Node is, all right? South Node is what we were just talking about here. Give me some more insight as to what good is going to come from all of this energy. Why these things happened in the past. Show me why. All right. The Chariot in reverse is clarified by the Tower in the reverse. Y'all pulled all that Scorpio. You pulled Scorpio in reverse. Here's Scorpio again. Tower. That's Scorpio's card. Scorpio is represented by death, the Tower, and judgment. All right. To me as a reader, at least. And the Wheel of Fortune is also Scorpio energy. The reason that we are here, all right, with this Chariot in reverse, Tower in reverse, something tells me like you had to go through this stuff. There was nothing you could do about your situation. I don't feel like you're at fault for any of this. This was a trial by fire, like you had to endure this. Sometime you had to lose, all right? A lot of you have been on a crazy win streak. You can't always win. Like, that's not what life is about. Life is always about the dichotomy. You can't appreciate a win without having lost. You can't appreciate, love without, understanding what it feels like to be hated. You can't experience hot without cold. It's always, there's always another side. And you guys have been very one-sided. Again, is what I feel. This was an unavoidable thing. This crash, this train wreck, whatever this is, this stagnation, because it could just be a halt. Chariot in reverse is a halt. It's like literally your car breaking down. So it's like there's a forced pause. It was unavoidable. It's also meant to keep you from getting into an even bigger disaster. All right, Tower in reverse here. It's like, could be a full-blown tower, but we're just going to give you Tower in reverse and give you a chance to rebuild your little tower. But like, this was inevitable, okay? Crossing you, the Lovers. Oh my God, with the world and the Lovers. Y'all are pulling so many majors. Y'all are going through, you know why? Can't even think about it. Y'all just had your Pluto, in your house. Pluto, the, most chaotic planet, Scorpio's energy, sitting in Capricorn forever, all right? And it's in 0 Aqua now. It just switched like a couple weeks ago or a week or two ago. You guys dealt with a lot of heavy stuff with Pluto being in your sign over the course of the past couple decades. And this is why you're having a hard time making decisions, because you understand what the repercussions are. Because you see this heartbreak in the past. This Ace of Cups in reverse is not a pleasant energy. You know the consequences of what can happen here. This is why you're very indecisive. This is why you won't make that final call with the world. It's meant, again, and there's the duality again for you. Gemini card, Lovers card. Again, duality. It's showing up so many times. This time you got to do it different. You got to do it different this time. You need to choose different. We have the 3 of Cups in the reverse with the Ace of Cups in reverse. This is like, it wouldn't come back together. This is either a marriage splitting up, or this is, definitely reunions that didn't happen. Things that you were hoping would come back, like emotions that are resurfacing that are unpleasant, that you don't want to revisit. There's definitely an energy of like not wanting to ever revisit these feelings ever again, all right? That is heavy in the past. It's also, this was meant to teach you whatever this emotional trauma or pain was that you experienced in the past here. The good side, the flip side, why it was happening is 3 of Cups in reverse. So you wouldn't be dumb enough to try to go back to that, all right? Or try to repeat that behavior, or try to, reunify or marry that, whatever. It was meant for you to realize that this is not something that we ever want to return to again, okay? The 7 of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You don't know what's up, down, left, right, emotionally, true, false, whatever. You don't know the truth about your feelings. You don't know the truth about their feelings, okay? You guys are problem solvers and intelligent, all right? You're one of the most intelligent signs of the zodiac. You guys always have answers. And if not, the devil will lie his way out of it. You always have something to say, or some way to go with it. You don't here. And you're not supposed to, because you've got to realize that's part of the letting go of control. Realizing that you don't have all the answers, and that you can't, just get what you want in the instant gratification. It's a lesson. Empress, you're here because the 4 of Pentacles. Energy is precious. The 4 of Pentacles is about a guy gripping desperately to a giant pentacle because it's valuable to him. And he doesn't want anyone else to get it or let it go. You need to take a look at this Empress energy here along with this, Pentacle energy here. First of all, the Empress plants a seed. You have this seed, 4 of Pentacles. You're literally holding the seed in your hand. Right? You were given something that will grow. The Empress doesn't give dud seeds. She gives good seeds. Whatever this was, you got a seed. You need to plant this seed. You need to hold on to this seed. The 4 of Pentacles treats something like it's the most valuable thing in the world, which means with the Empress coupled with that, it's like your baby. Whatever this is, you better grow it. And you better, lock it down. Keep a tight grip on it. You went through all of this to, give you some kind of a blessing, but you have to work for this blessing, because Empress energy, like I said, is slow, and it needs, tending and time, patience. King of Pentacles, why are you here? Justice in reverse. You have Justice here. 2 Justice cards. What's going on? You can't be the one exacting justice. My besties that are Capricorns, will hold a grudge, all right? or, you know, get their karmic retribution, you know, in the worst, most sinister ways. They always get it, all right? That's when the devil kicks in. When you lose control, when you feel like you've been cheated, all right? There's an energy of letting that roll off your back sometimes and just trying to glean the lesson and not trying to get into, you know, King of Pentacles with the Justice upright, where you're the one who's going to exact the justice. You're the one who's going to say what is right and wrong. This is for you to just learn how to let it go and let it slide off water off a duck's back. And that ain't your energy, Cap. Y'all don't take stuff lying down. You do not. But that's what they're asking of you, okay? This Six of Wands in the reverse and the outside energy. Wow, the devil. This energy is, it's your energy, all right? Somebody's seeing you incorrectly. There's definitely an energy of an addiction or an unhealthy attachment here, all right? And you're not noticing how unhealthy it is. Six of Wands in reverse is somebody being oblivious to the magnitude of the importance of something, all right? This devil energy here, it's meant to show you, you know, the devil is a lie. Sometimes, you know, he is. He's a necessary evil, all right? You need to look back on this, though, and, like, realize that your vision about whatever this was very clouded. There's also an obsessive energy about trying to get validation and approval either by you or another person. Because this is outside energy, this energy is directly affecting you, okay? There's also an energy of somebody attempting to get you into like negative devil energy. It's like a temptress type energy that I feel with this. It's like they're trying to lure you into something very unsafe that is not going to have you in your best light. Six of Wands energy is your best light. People seeing you for your best. They want to see Six of Wands in reverse, you at your worst. These are people trying to get you out of your energy, to feed that devil, to try to poke the bear, all right? Because they don't want to see you shine. Be very wary of that. Trojan horse energy I just got with that. Your hopes and your fears with the Four of Cups is the Temperance card. You want balance, you fear balance, all right? Because it's safe in your energy that you're in, where you make the rules and everyone follows them. It's not safe when you have to give up some of that control and start living by other people's rules to some extent. You want that order, you want to feel balanced like that, and to, you know, also shoulder some burden, give it to somebody else. A lot of you guys have too much responsibility going on, but you feel like you can't give it up to anybody else. It's only for you. Like nobody else even sees how much you're going through. Work this out, all right? This is what you need to be working on here. Also, you fear that accepting this Ace of Cups here will throw you back out of whack. It's again about not wanting to even attempt to do something new or switch to the other side because you feel like the scales are just going to tip this way. You don't see how they can balance out. They can, all right? You can have peace. Temperance is about peace. Let's see. Queen of Cups in reverse. You are here because the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Huh. Interesting. And there's the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Your internal thought process is messed up, all right? And you know why? It's because of this Ace of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse at the top of your reading, which represents how your brain is functioning in my style of reading, okay? Your brain is functioning on lies, Ace of Swords in reverse, and emotional confusion, all right? You're taking something personally, or you're, reading too much into something on an emotional level. That's creating this, very guarded energy. Queen of Cups, Pentacles, and Swords, all of them in the reverse here. All right, who's missing? The Queen of Wands. This is cold. I don't want you turning out this way. This is you like shutting down on the interior. It's like you're not living your best life on the interior here. I feel like the Queen of Wands is not here because you're in that fire energy with that fiery climax approaching. I feel like that Queen of Wands energy is what you've got now. the rest of these queens are going to fall, and this, you know, all 4 queens make up the Empress. You had the Empress being gifted to you in the near future. If you don't turn all these queens, you know, the right side up here, you will end up with the Empress in reverse. Losing out, no self-care, you know, not taking good care of yourself, not growing, not, you know, blooming, all right, or taking advantage of any. Let me put these away. What is next up? Next up, we are going to get a couple warning messages for you from the Hoodoo Tarot. I am putting these all in the wrong place. Jeez Louise. There we go. Now we've got it. Now we've got it. All right, Santa Muerte. Whew. Now these readings are so long. Y'all better watch these. I'm about to be so mad. Y'all clock in with like 200 views on this thing. I will quit. Wait, I need to leave these out. All right. There we go. Now I got it together. All right. I'm going to get 3 quick warning messages from the Hoodoo for you guys. What messages do you have to give to Capricorn today? We're about to wrap this up. Cap, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Look, I said, is it a blessing or a curse? 7 of Swords in reverse. You're going to cheat yourself out of something. This is not just a blessing, it's a double blessing in disguise, all right? You don't see it that way. You can't see it that way. Some of you guys are so fixated on how you took a loss or how terrible something is, and it's not. Look at this Ace of Coins, all right? There's a, you know, tea leaves down here that spell out good fortune in their hand. There's this gold coin baked in this piece of pie, which was a symbol of wealth, abundance, good luck. It was the best piece to get. You have double luck. You don't see it that way, though. But the reason you don't see it that way is because not only are you in 7 of Cups energy on your brain, but you're also in 7 of Swords manipulative energy. 7 of Swords energy does, you know, only harms yourself. You think that you can get away with something with lies that you are thinking in your head, and you never can. You eventually have to face them. 9 of Swords, it gets worse. 10 of Swords, it's even worse. All right? Get out of this energy, all right? Start feeling like it's a blessing, all right? You also have a lot of luck coming to you, and all those pentacles and that Empress energy that's available to you, like, if you don't plant these seeds and be grateful for them, all right, it's like they'll be gone, they'll wilt. Give me another message for Capricorn, please. What else does Capricorn need to know? That was quick. There's that 4 of Coins again. That was in your last reading. You're repeating energies a lot, and they all deal with control. 4 of Coins. Why are you here? And the 3 of Wands. What is really valuable, all right? What do you really need to be holding on to? Also, be really careful of people, you know, taking from you. This guy, this 4 of Coins here, what white people, all right, would hire freed slaves and, you know, indentured servants, people like that. They would not hire them. They would take advantage of them and make them go dowsing for gold and use their skills to, you know, make somebody else rich. So are you, you know, if you're giving your resources or your energy or your expertise to make somebody else, you know, rich instead of yourself or successful, 3 of Wands, get out of there. If you want your ships to come in, if you want to get what's owed to you, you know, keep only what's valuable. Let go of the petty stuff. Don't let anyone take advantage of your energy, okay? Especially in a work context, a lot of you guys need to let go of something at work or let go of a career path and switch it up. I feel like you guys are so dead set on one career path that switching it up seems ridiculous. But I feel it, all right? I feel it. All right. Give me another message for Capricorn. Whoa, that was fast. Ace of Swords in reverse again. That came up last reading too. 5 of Cups. Star card. Your dreams are not dead, all right? You didn't ruin something. Some of you think that you ruined something or that something's just not fixable. A lot of you guys have given up on having children. I don't feel like you need to worry about that. You guys are having some what ifs, all right? Especially regarding a love situation that your head's, again, Ace of Swords in reverse. It's not processing these things correctly. This wasn't a loss, all right? This wasn't something that you could have fixed either. Like with this energy here, like you're telling yourself you could have fixed this. I really regret this, all right? Or this is someone's energy around you. But there's some lies attached to that. Queen of Swords, yeah, see it for what it is. It was supposed to be a lesson. You're supposed to learn something. This is the Bible she's pointing to. You're supposed to level up spiritually about this. Somebody doesn't want to see that truth or can't figure it out, and they need to get that figured out like ASAP, all right? This is the deck. I'm going to have to go and do a little blurb because I don't think I mentioned it in the initial, let me explain my readings to you. This is the weirdest deck that I own. It's complete nonsense, all right? It's called it's the Edward Gorey Fantod pack, and it is just a random, it's literally, he is like morbidly hilarious, all right? Gorey is like he's a fatalist, and he's always, you know, talking about doom and gloom and dread, but it's absolute ridiculousness in this book, all right? And there's only a few little cards here. It's completely nonsense, but I'm going to, you know, show them to you anyways and pick one for you. But these cards are really weird, and I love them. But I'm just going to give you my intuitive take, all right? So here's your little ridiculous break from all the, you know, intense stuff we've been doing, because we're about to hit love up after this. Oh, my God. These readings are so long already. Oh, who are you? The stones. More immovable. And it's three stones. Again, number 3, cooperation. Are you being cooperative or are you being stubborn? Are you working for or against something? Are you part of the team or are you not? That teamwork theme is really important, all right? I explained that in the intro. The stones. It looks like Stonehenge. Also, people, you know, might not understand you. You're also doing things, all right, that are going to last throughout time. They're like immovable. You feel like some things are very immovable in your life, and I don't think that that's all the way true. Again, I just can't stress enough. You need to cooperate, all right? But yeah, that's what you had. It's the stones. You know what? I'm just going to read to you what the stone says in here because this is, yeah, I'll do it again in the other one. But now here's the stones. The month of March, okay? Loss of teeth. That could be a fight, all right? Literally getting them knocked out. A forged letter, all right? Line, forging something. Paralysis, false arrest, falling sickness, like passing out. Evil communications, estrangement, a sudden affliction, anemia, strife, a distasteful duty, and misconstruction. Distasteful, you don't want to do whatever this is, all right? That's what the stones represent. All right, let's go. Let's get this love stuff done. I am going to pull the world's quickest you versus them love connection reading for you guys. And we're going to do 6 shuffles for the lovers. Using the Romantic Tarot. 3, 4, 5. Oh, somebody fell out. What was that? Oh no, why'd you do it to me? 3 of Wands. That's come up several times for you. One more shuffle for Cap. I'm going to lay out a quick past, present, and future between you and your person and the connection and just see what's going on, all right? Past here, 9 of Wands in the reverse. So much fire with the Hangman. Current, we have the Queen of Cups upright. The Hierophant in the reverse. 3 of Wands again for the near future in the reverse with the Empress, all right? Towards the connection, we see the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Wow. 8 of Swords currently. Knight of Wands upright. Okay, got it. Other side, we have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. That's interesting. A lot of codependency here. We have the Page of Cups in the current situation. We have the Hermit in the reverse. Currently, Virgo energy. Again, not wanting to sit still. 8 of Cups in the reverse. And the Knight of Cups upright towards the connection in the past. We have the 4 of Swords in the reverse. Just get my mind off of something. Emperor now. And then we have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of everything, the Magician. What do you want to do with this? What are you trying to call in here? Here, I see this both just, it's like a complacent energy in the past. We've got one party over here, you know, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse with the 8 of Pentacles. That's a progression, 8 to the 9, but the 9 is in, you know, the wrong way, okay? The 8 is about, you know, seeing the fruits of your labor come to fruition. All those seeds, you know, those pentacles that you plant, you're the apprentice with the 7, you're trying to figure out how to do things. With the 8, you become the master. Somebody wants to become the master. Somebody wants to, you know, get their just desserts for all the time and effort they've put in here. But 9 of Pentacles in reverse, they're doing it for a very codependent reason. They want to advance or to, you know, get fruits of their labor, yet they're like piggybacking off somebody else. It's not all their own work here. It's like they didn't earn this. All right. Towards the connection, they're showing 4 of Swords in reverse. They were tired of sitting and, you know, suffering in silence about something else. 4 of Swords, you're sitting in silence. You know, you're thinking about nothing but the 3 of Swords hanging over you. That's painful love betrayal. All right, take it as it resonates. It's your side or their side, but that's the energy they were in. They didn't want to hurt anymore. All right, they wanted, you know, to get what they're deserved, which is this, you know, 8 of Pentacles energy. They put in all this effort here, so dang it, take it to the next level. But that's a codependent, you know, feeling here. They're only doing this to, you know, relieve anxiety about not being, you know, connected or not getting what was deserved, what they think was deserved. On the other side here, we have this, you know, 9 of Wands in the reverse, the Hangman, and the 6 of Cups in the reverse towards the connection. There's already like a really triggering energy between the two of you. 6 of Cups in reverse, that's, you know, childhood trauma, past life karma, unpleasant, you know, memories of the past. Both of you show up with unpleasant memories that you're trying to, you know, not acknowledge. That's why you two met. You were both trying to escape, all right, or avoid dealing with some kind of a pain. I feel like one of you, your pain was from, you know, a recent relationship. The other one was more of a childhood karmic type thing, okay? Both of you were in this really stagnant energy. One was in the Hangman and one's in, you know, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, not really going anywhere, not really, you know, being independent, you know, really needing to be attached to something. Whoever this is over here, this Hangman energy, 9 of Wands in reverse, somebody refused to, like, you know, actually defend themselves and, you know, remember the wars that they've been through and survived as the wounded warrior. It's like they're tossing that all to the side. And I don't know if we're jumping into this, but it's not a great energy to enter into a connection. Currently, right now, I do show feelings on both sides. We've got the Page and the Queen of Cups. Somebody's really tired of silence, the Hermit in reverse. They want to come out of hiding and they want to speak about their feelings. They're approaching this connection now over here like the Emperor. When they approach you as the Emperor here, though, all right, somebody doesn't know what to think about it. They get an 8 of Swords energy. I feel like there's a distrust here. Also, one of you is not wanting a, you know, super serious commitment here. We got a lot of people in this row. We have the Hermit, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Emperor, we have the Hierophant in reverse, and we have the Queen of Cups. And then the only card that doesn't have a person or doesn't represent a person is the 8 of Swords, which is in the middle, you know, showing towards the connection. Somebody doesn't understand, you know, what face is real. This Queen of Cups, you know, she's taking off her little masquerade mask here. We don't know if this person is doing things the right way, like the Hierophant. We don't know how serious this is. We don't know what to say here. We don't know what the right thing to do. 2 of the most spiritual cards in the deck, though, are the Hierophant and the Hermit, and they're both showing up in the current situation in the reverse, meaning that both of you have something on a very high spiritual level that needs to be worked out. and it deals with, you know, feelings and how you express them, how you process them internally. Pages, you know, speak and deliver messages. You got the Page of Cups here. Queens, you got the Queen of Cups here. Internalize things. It's what goes on inside your heart. It's not what you show anybody or how you act or what you say. It's how you feel on the inside. These are the two things that are being examined here, I guess. Coming up here, I see somebody backing off, all right? I feel somebody's charging that they're not wanting to, behind the scenes, they don't want to go towards this, all right? Somebody doesn't want to move into this connection. They know that what they need to be doing is Empress, taking care of themselves, but they rush right in. Knight of Wands. It's like, my feelings be damned. I have to say that this might be your energy because I felt that Empress coming up for you guys. The other side, you know, behind the scenes, Knight of Cups definitely does want to rush into this. But the only reason they want to jump into this so quickly is because Eight of Cups in reverse. They don't know their worth. They don't know their value. They just want to be, you know, accepted or loved. They got double eights in this reading. That's Scorpio energy. And the result is y'all are rushing into something. If y'all are getting into a relationship right now or attempting to, you know, start something now during retrograde and lunar eclipse in Scorpio, it will fail. Straight up. All right. It will fail. And that's what this looks like. It's like you're trying to start something here, but like not even thinking about how ridiculous this is or how bad you're rushing something. All right. The Magician is at the bottom though. So you have all of the tools, you know, at your discretion that the tarot offers. The Wands, the Swords, the, you know, Cups, the Pentacles. You got it all to make whatever you want to happen. So dichotomy, choices, again, which way are you going to choose with this? You're going to do it the right way or the wrong way? You're going to rush into it head first and crash, or are you going to slow and steady or ride the wave like your Oracle card said? Okay. All right. Last two cards that we were pulling for you today. This reading was over an hour long, so I have 12 hours of work to do. Oh my goodness, at least 12 hours. All right, next is your Enchanted Spell Oracle. Hopefully this will give you a little bit of, you know, wisdom on, you know, what to do or what herbs to work with, what times to work with. Just a little bit more guidance. Let me get one card for Capricorn, please. Thank you. Success. I love it. Like I said, you're a magician. You have all the tools at your disposal. All right. So these dates just passed. It's March 18th through April 14th. Alder is the plant, I guess, or the tree associated, and it says success. I don't feel like, I mean, this is like pretty self-explanatory. You will be successful. Look for alder trees. Look up what an alder is. Pay attention to people, you know, that have Aries and Taurus placements. I feel like those energies are important for you. I also feel like something that you started on during those, you know, just last month, literally within the last 60 days or so, that is going to determine, you know, something will be successful from that time. It will. This is big time Ostara energy, spring energy. As long as you tend to your crops, they will be successful. As long as you planted the seeds correctly, you will be successful. Definitely go watch the extended so you can get your little spell that comes with it and the explanation of the card, explain the goddess, all the things that are on here. But that was intuitively what jumped out on me. Also, you do have a spirit guide, maybe a lost pet or something like that. It's trying to show you the way, or it walks beside you. All right, I don't even know if you know that. But yeah, that's what I got for that one. All right, last card. Mother Mary. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother... oh my God, my voice is going to be wrecked. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I always sing that when I shuffle these Mother Mary cards. I want 3 shuffles because you guys had 3. 3 kept coming up for you, and I feel like 3 is the universal number of cooperation. It's the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, all right? The Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit is the female. Was that 3? I don't know, but that's what I'm doing. Our Lady of Radiant Grace. All right. Double energy is not graceful. This is very Empress. Look how beautiful, first of all. She is holding a little baby here. It's like a grace, you know, beauty, grace, patience. Grace is a really hard concept to learn. Gracefully losing, all right? Gracefully bowing out. Learning to take our licks, you know, with dignity and pride and not lash out or be ashamed. It's grace, it's patience, it's forgiveness, all right? It's empathy. This is what's needed right now. This is the, you know, Mother Mary that is guiding you right now. You have her working for you right now to show you how to gracefully accept very uncomfortable, fiery climaxes. All right, how to ride those waves. Okay. All right, Capricorn, my gosh, what have I gotten myself into? All right, so that was your reading. Please go check out the extended. And if you feel so inclined, or if this reading helped you at all, I am a struggling single mother with 2 deadbeat dads and 2 small children. So if you would like to send a donation or book a personal reading or anything like that, you do not have any idea how appreciated that would be. All right. Love you guys. My little opposite sign from your Cancer here. Have a good one. Bye.